I like that. I like that.
Wait, hold on. Ronaldo's, when it comes to influence on the team, Ronaldo's more influential than everyone on this list. Ronaldo is you saw.
Would you say the Ballon d'Or Ronaldo was more influential than the Suarez Liverpool team? That's why Liverpool team was bad.
Let me ask.
No.
Let me ask you a question. I think I've got you, man. Still, if you take Ronaldo off that Man United team, where's the lowest they dropped to?
Exactly.
If you take Ronaldo away from that Man United,
they could probably still win it.
They don't win the league. I'll tell you why they don't win the league.
Hold on. Before you tell me.
Before the last day, where were Chelsea? We were,
Monster. We won it by 1 point. But I'm saying, listen, I mean, we lost it by 1 point or something like that. But I'm saying, just answer the questions, innit? You're saying the lowest they dropped to is basically second, innit? Yeah? Second, third. If you take Suarez off that Liverpool team,
nowhere near.
They don't even finish in the top 6. I'm sorry.
But hold on. If you put Ronaldo, if you exchange Ronaldo on that team, I think Ronaldo.
Do you think they win the league?
I think they win the league, Ronaldo. I don't think you understand.
Yo, I'm tryna get my sterling up in the city, so s'il vous plaît. As soon as my child can walk, it's straight Project Mbappe. But all the verbal, as soon as I hear that whistle, we get straight to the action. Come on lads, where's the passion? Do like Alamatsi, we wear headbands for the fashion. If the defenders drop back, we counter and then attack them. I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball.
The top 5 individual Premier League seasons from Premier League footballers. So we're gonna basically show you a list or a selection of players who have had great individual seasons in the Premier League. And what you have to basically do is put them from 5th to 1st, and then after everyone has given their top 5, we're going to have to come to a consensus top 5 list. So basically from today's panelists, a top 5 list. I hope everyone can do that. I hope there's not going to be any fighting, no beef today. Keeping it all clean, keeping it all verbal. So I'm basically hosting. You just need to convince me, innit? And I'll be here to divide, to sort out any discrepancies, innit? But KJ, without further ado, I think it makes sense for you to go first.
Alright, cool.
So we got the tier here. We got a bunch of players here. We got
I've had disconnect, Rosie.
Daniel lag out.
We get it. Daniel's lagged out a bit here, but I can see the tiering system. Right. Where to start from? Should I start from the bottom or should I start from
the bottom? Go on, KJ.
Ooh, see, there's so many good seasons on there. You know what? Yeah, I want to start with a position that I know I'm gonna say. Yeah, Yaya Toure is number 2, bruv. Yaya Toure is number 2. Though what he did in a single season as a midfielder in that, oh God, no, stop it. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. So he's my number 2. I think that season was absolutely amazing. Okay, now let's go down to the bottom.
Oh, you can hear us. He's moved
you can hear us, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go with Mo Salah's first season at number 5.
Disgusting, man. That's disgusting.
Hear me out. It was absolutely amazing season, but they didn't achieve they got a Champions League final, which they then lost. You know what I mean? They were 4th in the Premier League. He was vital from them getting that position, but it's still, for me, it's just like there could have been so much more from that team, and we didn't get it that season. The only shining light in that team was Mo Salah, so I will put that in number 5.
Fair.
Number 4. Ooh. I have to remember it. Who's that other guy in the red? So I see Suarez down there. Who's the one next?
I can't see the thing.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo. Who's the one next to Ronaldo?
Give me a second. Let me try to get it up. Van Persie. It's Van
Oh,
Persie.
Ooh,
Oh, Robin Van Persie.
Ooh, RVP. You love to see it.
It's the season that we won the league, innit?
Yeah, to 12-13. That was an amazing season. Oh, Daniel, you back?
Yeah, I'm back now. Am I back?
Yeah.
Back.
Serious issues, man. Serious issues. But yeah. So what have you got? You got Yaya Toure second. We got Salla fifth.
Yeah, Salla fifth. I might change that around at some point, but seeing where we're at. Number 4. You know what? Actually, put Mo Salah number 4.
Yeah.
And then put Van Persie at number 5. The reason why I'm doing that is we won the league and he was a driving force, but he went through spells where he wasn't scoring. I think United fans forget that season. But my lord,
I feel like he was better the previous season where he had 30 goals.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he was absolutely amazing for us that season. And he was the main reason why we won the league.
Are you sure though he's in the top 5, considering guys like Drogba, Henry, they won the league and they've not touched the board yet? Or am I moving too fast?
No, you're moving too fast. Henry's getting on there. I'm just trying to think which one. Which 2 seasons have you got?
So there's the 2003 one where he got 2020, but they finished second.
24,
and then
20.
So 2002, 2003, 2020.
Yeah.
24
season, obviously.
It was
Was that
24
20?
goals, 20 assists.
Oh yeah, 24-20, sorry, 24-20. And then you've got the 2003-2004 season where they won the league and he scored 30 goals and 6 assists.
10 assists. I got 10 assists.
Is it 10
assists? And then is that
that's Invincibles.
Is that an Invincible season as well?
Invincibles, baby.
Oh, hey, listen, number 3, bro.
Come on.
Invincible number 3.
Come on,
Invincible
son,
number 3.
there,
You know the reason why it's number 3, yeah? The only thing the only reason why I put Yaya Toure's season above that is genuinely because of the position that they play. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yaya Toure's numbers for midfielder was insane. You expect that from Thierry Henry. You know what I'm saying? That it was wild, but it's also you're not surprised that happened with Yaya Toure. That was mad. And number 1, it has to, yes, you're already there. You already knew. You already knew, blood. The best foreign import in the Premier League history, bro.
Big flag.
You think
It
so?
has to be Ronnie.
Big fact.
It has to be Ronnie, bro.
Big fact.
Ronaldo,
Big fact.
number 1. That season, he was absolutely immense. Ballon d'Or winner, bro. You know what I'm saying?
moving,
Ballon
double
d'Or winner.
That's fair enough.
Double winner. Champions League and Premier League. Oh, and listen, that season, he was absolutely wild, fam. And he deserved his move to Real
31
Madrid.
goals. 31 goals, 7 assists, mate.
Oh, yeah, ridiculous, bro. He was a monster. In that season, you know that photo?
You missed the pen in the final though.
Oh, who cares?
He did score the goal, though.
You really wanted to bring
I'm joking.
Who cares, bro?
You
You see that photo, yeah? I know. This is how I loved it. How much I loved that season. I know where that's from. That's it. That's from the Portsmouth free kick, the best free kick I've ever seen in my life. I don't care what anyone says. Funny, bro. I'm just gonna review it now. Seeing the order. Ooh.
So, just to let you know, the guys you've missed out. Look, Henry 2020, even though they didn't win the league that year, 24-20, sorry. The reason why that season's iconic is because do you think anyone we've seen Cesc, we've seen Ozil, we've seen David Silva, guys aren't coming anywhere near that 20 assist mark, and only matched it, and Henry's a striker. You've also got look, it may seem biased, but I'm still gonna throw it in there. Drogba 29-13 in the Premier League. Like people say this guy didn't score goals. Ancelotti turned him into a bagsman. Got the golden boot, scored a hat-trick on the last day of the season. 29 goals, 13 assists. Just to show you how all-round the striker is. I mean, yeah.
Is that Hazard? See down there?
Nah, not Hazard. So you got Drogba, we got Lampard.
I'm surprised there's no Hazard, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, because the only reason why I didn't put Hazard is because
he carried you on his back, man.
His last season was proper.
His last season was a quality season. But Chelsea finished third. Chelsea finished third.
Now I'm thinking that Van Persie season.
He was great. But Hazard, like, none of
And on top of that, Suarez 13-14. 31 goals, 12 assists.
Yeah,
No,
that's Suarez. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, Suarez can get Suarez can never get top 5 in anything for me.
I'm going with my top 5 now.
No, bro, no. I'm sorry.
Are you locking this in then, KJ? Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, replace Van Persie's season.
He's balled it.
Have I bottled it?
Stick to your guns, KJ, man. Come
Right,
on,
listen,
man.
listen. Replace Van Persie and put Thierry Henry's on there, man. That's
Thierry Henry's 24-20.
Play the
Yeah.
safe, man.
Are you locking it in?
Man, as much as I hate it, I love Thierry Henry, fam. I can't help it, bruv. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
You're locking that in, yeah?
Lock that in, bruv.
So we've got Ronaldo number 1, we got Yaya Toure number 2, we got Henry Invincible number 3, we got Salla 4th place Champions League finalist number 4, and then we've got Thierry Henry 24-20 number 5. I'm not gonna lie, I'm supposed to be the host, and I'm not gonna say too much. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't know if I agree with that. But we'll see. We'll go to the next person on the list.
man said man came to I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be unbiased. First, guys, come on. He said I'm disappointed in you, bro.
Disappointed. Listen. I want to see your one, so I can be disappointed in you.
Mine's class, I got this.
We'll see. We got Monster next. Monster. Let me know your list, bro. What are you changing on this list?
Number 1 for me, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
To me, the single most greatest season in Premier League history. Sorry to say, to me, he's the greatest player to ever grace the Premier League. I don't think there's been any better. He goes number 1.
Just informing you that Jay the footballer supports Arsenal. Just keep that in mind.
I didn't even know that, man.
Okay. Number 2 has to be, it's Henry's 30 and 10. Henry, but Invincibles, like Invincibles 30 and 10. That's ridiculous. Like, that's just disgusting. Third has to be Henry 24 freaking 20.
Bro.
It's disgusting, bro. Like, it's horrible.
Just a quick question then, before you explain that. If he has 2 of your best top 5 single most individual seasons, why isn't he the greatest Premier League import or export rather than Ronaldo?
Because Ronaldo
Don't you think? Because people say Henry was robbed of the Ballon d'Or, especially 03-04.
Yeah, he was. You could say he was robbed, but Ronaldo made a case where it was just straight up. You couldn't even rob him. There was no chance to even rob him. He was clearly the best. Do you get what I mean? And that's the difference. Not only that, my man carried United to the Premier League and the Champions League. Henry ain't even sniffed the Champions League title. Do you know what I mean? I love Henry. He's a great player. To me, he's not even. I feel like Sergio Aguero might be better than Henry in the Premier League. It is a shout. I'm sorry, but it's a shout. Do you get what I mean?
I like both.
No, but it is a shout.
I'm
Sergio Aguero does have a shout.
I am triggered, man.
No. I'm not saying it's based on any biases. I think before you would say Henry's the greatest or whatever, but Sergio Aguero does make a case now. Do you get what I mean? He's probably going to outscore Henry, score more goals in the Premier League than Henry. He's probably done it.
Hasn't he already done it?
Well, he might have already done it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Sebastian's already done that.
He's played longer though.
He's been Sergio Aguero has been very underrated. You know, he's won more Premier League titles than Henry as well. Do you get what I'm saying? In probably a shorter period.
And to be fair,
I keep looking at Jay's face.
he has one of the most iconic moments in Premier League.
The most.
Relax, man. Cage, why are you bringing that up, man?
I know it hurts me. No, you know what it is, yeah? It hurts me, but if I was a fan of Man City or another fan, you know how sick that moment was?
Cage, you know that moment there? That was the moment where Chelsea fans became Man City fans, that moment.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Like,
It was goosebumps, man. It was goosebumps.
Too sick, man. It pisses me off.
Yeah,
obviously. So the next place, I'll probably go Luis Suarez's season. That was just a disgusting season by him. Absolutely nasty.
Yeah, they should have won the league. To be fair, they bottled it, man.
They should have won the league.
Gerrard slipped in it, so
yeah, because it's individual as well. I'll probably go with Mo Salah next. If I was to go with Frank Lampard, obviously it wouldn't be the 20. I know how many goals he scored and assists in the 2009, 2010. But Lampard's 04-05 season was greater. Do you know what I mean? He was just destroying up Europe, destroying up the Premier League. Drogba, obviously, 2010 as well is an honourable mention as well because he got 29 goals and 13 assists. There's another honourable mention, and that's Michael Owen's 2001 Ballon d'Or winning season. I think he's one of four Englishmen to have won it. Yeah. So that's a shout as well. But I think that is my top 5 personally. I just feel like I
could understand Daniel's statement now a little bit. Still hurts a little, but I can understand what you said about the disappointment still. Oh, that's actually a good
yours is locked in. But the question I then do ask though, Monster, is how don't you have Yaya Touré's 13-14 season in your top 5?
Well, we're talking about an individual season. And maybe
individually, Yaya Touré that year.
Maybe it is a bit fair because we're mainly just ranking strikers. Because obviously, if it's not just strikers, obviously we can bring up Fabregas or we can bring up John Terry. We could bring up John Terry as well.
Rio
and Vidic. You know what I mean? But these guys, this season, these guys, like these man, just lit up. Like these seasons here, they absolutely just electrifyingly lit up the league. Do you get what I'm saying? It was just electrifying. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Salla electrified, just destroying the league. Even though they came, was it 3rd or 4th?
4th. They came 4th.
Luis Suarez, Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine. Like,
you know what frustrates me about that? Yeah, that game against Norwich. My lord,
bro, those goals.
All the goals were sick. All the goals were sick. And he scored like 3 or 4, and it was annoying, bro.
He hated
Thierry Henry. Listen, I had a lot of nightmares for what them man did to Chelsea, and I can't even sit here and lie. These man really done us dirty, innit? It's freaking Arsenal, innit? And obviously Ronaldo, we saw what he did in the Premier League. We saw what he did in the Champions League. You saw what he later on went on to become at Real Madrid as well. Like, this man here is just an animal, innit? Like,
100%.
You don't get the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World's Best Player. Do you know what I mean? I think he's the only person to do it in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong. So that speaks for itself. In that season at Man United as well, that speaks for itself.
What I will say though, in just before Jay goes, is that in Yaya Touré's defense, I believe he lit up the season that year. They won the league that year. I mean, he's one of 2 centre mids to have 20 plus goals. Him and Lampard. Obviously, Lampard's 9-10 in the Premier League.
About that.
Yeah, Bruno. But the thing is though, actually, now Bruno is a centre mid. To be fair to him, he is a centre mid. We'll put him in that conversation. But yeah, I just think Yaya Touré also lit up that season. I think Yaya Touré not to be in the top 5 might be a bit of an injustice, but nonetheless, we locked that in. We got Ronaldo, we got Henry twice, then we got Suarez, then we got Salla. Jay, I know you've been eager, you've been raring to go.
Yeah,
what are you flipping? What are you changing?
So we all know what's gonna happen. We all know.
Nah, you don't really. To be honest, I'm coming very unbiased. So, all right, cool. First, it has to be Thierry Henry. You know, like
which one? Invincibles or 24-20?
I'm gonna put 24-20 because if we're talking an individual season, there's only one guy to get 20 plus goals and assists. You know,
he was Ballon d'Or on that list.
He should have won it. And then that was the season where he was kind of like acting like the playmaker role, but he was carrying the side, but he was doing everything. So that was when Thierry Henry really peaked. Although we may have got more goals the next season, I think that period is kind of in its own right. So yeah, Thierry Henry first, 02-03.
Yeah.
Then I've got Luis Suarez 13-14 second.
Wow.
Because
over Ronaldo. Jeez.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because he missed the first 6 games that season, albeit off the full antics.
There's a reason, Jake. I was trying to say,
it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
No, but obviously you don't condone no racism around here. But if you didn't miss those games, probably would have broken that 32 goal record that stands right now. Probably could have touched, I don't know, 35, maybe 36, around that area.
He kept his mouth shut, man.
Should have. Because then if he didn't miss those games, he wouldn't be out of debate. But yeah, he missed those games. I feel that's a big part. Still managed to equal the then record of 31 goals. And I feel if you look at the Liverpool side that season, it was incredibly meaty. There are guys like Sissoko at left back, Skirtle, Agar,
Flanagan,
like these meaty guys.
Flanagan, didn't they? Oh, right.
John Flanagan was
He
terrible.
dragged them into a title race that they never even should have been in. So I think if we're talking about individual season, the influence on the side, it's really hard to look past that Luis Suarez season. They would have won the title bar, obviously the Gerrard slip and a couple other antics, but like he dragged them from the mud. So I got him second still. Might switch it up, but we'll see. I got Mo Salah third.
Mad. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Okay.
You know what I would say, yeah? In all these seasons, these first 3 seasons, those guys, they didn't win anything. I put my money on it. Ronaldo was in either of those teams or all of them. He's dragging them to titles, and that's 100%. The difference between Cristiano Ronaldo and the rest of these guys. Do you know what I mean? He's not just a goal scorer. He's not just an assister or whatever. He is a difference maker in title-winning teams, big time, more than any of these guys here. Sorry to say Thierry Henry, but Ronaldo's better.
I like that point.
What I say is Ronaldo was the best export to come out of the Premier League, the best player the Premier League's produced. But if we're talking about the best player to play and grace the Premier League, you can't look no further than Henry.
I don't believe that.
Interesting. I like that.
Maybe because of longevity. Maybe because you're saying that because Henry was in the Premier League longer. But obviously, you can see that Ronaldo.
But if we talk about Ronaldo's top years, obviously when he came, he was obviously
his top year was the last second to last.
Second
to
the
last 2 years. Yeah, the last 2 years.
What are you talking about?
Last 3 years.
In the Prem, in the Prem.
He came young. How old was Ronaldo when he came? 17?
Yeah, that's cool. Like he came young, so it's like that's kind of
his point, isn't it? That's his point. Do you know what I'm saying?
But Thierry Henry kind of came into his prime, so it's kind of unfair on Ronaldo.
No, Thierry Henry, didn't he also come at a young age as well?
Came young, but it took him like one season to settle. It took him like one season to
He came in like 21-year-old, I think.
When Ronaldo came in, he was 17.
Ronaldo was young. Ronaldo was
young.
Yeah. So I think if Ronaldo stayed for like an extra, like let's say 2-3 more seasons, definitely.
God knows.
Definitely, like, it would have been long.
Bro, it would have been too easy, man. We've got to give you guys a chance.
Nah, but how is he? Wait, is it? Continue on. I want to see where this ends up. I want to see.
Mohamed Salah in third.
Yeah, why Salah? Why Salah first?
Because he came as a Premier League flop originally. Obviously, he came from the Italian league. He kind of rejuvenated his career. Still question marks around his name, especially he came for a 35 million, 40 million pound fee for a player, as I said, flop previously. Done all right in the Serie A, but question marks on his name. But as an individual, he took that league by storm. He was banging in goals against United, Arsenal, City. Done it against, he banged like 4 goals consecutive weeks or something like that. It was crazy. Obviously, he broke the record of 32 goals. Like, he has that record. He's not, obviously, I know Liverpool's system evolves around the wingers being the most kind of goal getters. But ultimately speaking, he's still a wide man. And he's getting more goals than certain strikers like Shearer, Van Persie, Rooney, Drogba, all these guys. So for him to have the record of the most goals, he kind of has to be in it. That'll be an kind of injustice to not have the record holder.
The question is individual season. So I mean, maybe that's a good point.
Also got 10 assists as well. So that's what 42 goal involvements. Nuts. I get it. They finished 4th that year, but individually, it's hard to find a better, more productive year than that Mohamed Salah one. Cool. So 4th, I got Ronaldo. You know, if we're talking about top 5s in the Premier League, he has to be there. He did get the 31 goals, which was then the record. And dragged him to the title. As you said, he won the Ballon d'Or. And at that time, he was the best player in the world. I'd say you can't really look past. Obviously, Messi wasn't really hitting them heights then. So I got Ronaldo. 4th. He won the title. Got to the Champions League final, I believe, that year as well.
We won it.
You only won it. Yeah, he won it.
Yeah, they won it.
Yeah. Who's number 5? Wait. Who's number 5 before we go?
Number
number
five.
five?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do special kind of mentions before I drop him because there was a couple of guys it was hard for me to miss out.
Okay.
I really wanted to put Didier Drogba's 9-10 season at 5th.
Thank you, bro, man. No one wanted to give him his respect. That season's crazy, you know. Fair enough.
Because the thing is, Drogba is one guy I give a bit of corn to because people try to put him on Thierry's level, and I don't believe they're on the same level. But one season I will always ride out for is that 9-10 season because people forget in that January period, I swear he missed like 5 games due to that African Cup of Nations.
He had injuries and he even missed African Cup of Nations or injured like throughout his Chelsea career, but he still put up numbers. 29 goals, 10 assists, like won the Golden Boot that year, won the title over United that year. Did the double, domestic double.
Yeah. That 1 year, unstoppable. Obviously, he was coming back off a very disappointing season previously to that as well. So I wanted to put him in there, but he's just missed out. I wanted to give a quick shout out, and I know he's not even on here, but that Petr Cech 04-05 season, most clean sheets. I think he went like over 1,000 goals, about 1,000 minutes, without conceding a goal, something crazy like that. And best save percentage, like I just wanted to give a little shout out to him. But I guess the first number 5.
I can't wait for this.
Number five has to be Yaya Touré's 13-14 season.
Wow.
Because he got 20 goals as a midfielder, and people forget he wasn't even the most advanced midfielder that year. My guy he wasn't the deepest, but he was kind of in between. His box-to-box kind of role he's playing. Most of his goals were either long-range goals, free kicks, and it was even half of them where he was like kind of driving from his own box. He would go past half of the team, and he would just finesse it. And it was just like, it made no sense, guys. It's like, where was this, like, for his whole
one goal against Sunderland, where
that Sunderland goal is illegal, bro. That finesse.
And then, like, he did something on the half step. I'm just like, how have you...
It's the goal against Crystal Palace where he literally runs from like the top of the pitch and literally puts his arm out.
And the thing is, the way he runs, it's like him and Paul Pogba run similarly in terms of it's a gallop. Man would just look like he's jogging and he's just going past man. I'm just like, what is this? That's black magic, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was mad.
Oh. Yeah, no, he was crazy that year. So you kind of have to put him in there. Obviously, they did win the title that season, and he was their most important League Cup, I believe.
League Cup.
Obviously, we won the FA Cup that year.
Here's my question, though, Jay. Here's my question. How can you admit someone was the best player in the world at that time and put him fourth?
Because the guys above were also the best player at the time. Henry was the best player in the world at that time, robbed of the Ballon d'Or. Strong case for Luis Suarez being the best player in the world that year.
No, there isn't, though, is there? Because Ronaldo and Messi existed. They existed, bro.
Existed, brother.
2014.
Come on, man.
2014 Messi, bro.
2014 Messi was on drugs.
But remember the start of the MSP period as well. 2014, there's a strong case for Luis Suarez being the best player in the world by the end of 2014. That was the start of the MSN period. Obviously, he was having the end of that season with Liverpool.
Yeah, fair.
I get what you're saying. I do think Messi was still the best in the world, but I do hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Salah, do you think Salah was the best in the world after that season?
No,
Ronaldo. Does Ronaldo ignore?
Yeah, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't.
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't.
What year is that? What year is that? Salah?
This is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is this.
Salah 17, 18.
The first two, the guy above on top, I understand it because at the time, you could definitely argue.
Oh, you talking about Henry?
Yeah, I talk about Henry. Yeah, at that time, yes, you can argue. But the other two, they weren't the best in the world. There were 2 men above them, and one of them is the guy who got him fourth. Like,
yeah, but let's take influence into this.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm not trying to take nothing away from Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But he did have a prime Rooney alongside of him. He had Berbatov. I'm not saying they used him like he used them to help them, but it's like we're talking about influence.
I hear it.
Than everyone on this list. Ronaldo is you saw
Would
it.
you
for
say?
four-
Would you say that? Would you say the Ballon d'Or Ronaldo was more influential than
100%.
the Suarez Liverpool team? That Suarez
Yes.
Liverpool team
I
was
won't-
bad.
Let me ask.
100%.
Let me
Yes.
ask. No.
Let me, Jay.
No.
Let me ask you a question. I think I've got you, man. Still, if you take Ronaldo off that Man United team, where's the lowest they dropped to?
Exactly.
If you take Ronaldo away from that Man
They
United
could probably
team,
still win it.
they don't win the league. I'll tell you why they don't win the league.
Hold on.
Chelsea-
Before you tell me,
Before the last day, where were Chelsea? We were, I think,
Monster. We won it by 1 point, but I'm saying, listen, I mean, we lost it by 1 point or something like that. But I'm saying, just answer the questions, innit? You're saying the lowest they dropped to you is basically second, innit? Yeah, second, third. If you take Suarez off that Liverpool team,
Nowhere near.
they don't even finish in the top 6. I'm sorry.
But hold on, if you put Ronaldo, if you exchange,
but that's
Ronaldo on that team. I think Ronaldo.
Do you think they win the league?
I think they win the league with Ronaldo. I don't think you understand Ronaldo.
Fair enough.
I don't think
No, fair
anyone
enough.
understands how influential Cristiano Ronaldo is.
I
on
mean, there's
any
2 United fans here. I think they understand.
He demands Ronaldo, because I watch Ronaldo. He demands excellence from his teammates. You know what I mean? He does.
Yeah.
Like, you can't
Yeah,
slack
absolutely.
Ronaldo on that team. Do you get what I mean? The way he elevates his teams, you saw it even with Portugal on the touchline. What do you call it?
That
In the
final,
Euros. You saw him on injured.
Man carried them.
his country had no right to be in that final, and he took them there, got injured, and still got them to win the team, fam.
Don't take Ronaldo for a joke, you know. I keep telling people, my man right here.
So, what are we saying? The biggest pet peeve about this list is where Ronaldo is playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ronaldo
100%.
should be.
Jay,
if
are
he
you?
doesn't have him first, he has to be second.
Do you know what it is as well?
Nah,
It's not
I'm
that
not
he had
changing it.
It's not that he had just as good as an individual season as everyone there. It's how he also carried Man United to that title and that Champions League. People say, he missed
Carried
the
them, though.
final.
Daniel,
Hold on.
let me do, man. Let me fix this, man.
Hold on. People say he missed the goal, the penalty in the final. Bro, he scored the header. I remember him galloping over fucking Michael Essien. That man wouldn't even be anywhere near that title if it wasn't for his header, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Carry's a big word. That's what I'm saying. Carry's a big word.
Nah,
Jay,
Ronaldo,
are you locking this? Are you locking this in?
Locking it in.
He's looking it in. He's looking it in.
If there was,
Usman.
as I said, if there was any,
Let
I
me
was
fix
gonna
this
change,
ASAP, man,
it would
because I
be
got bounced in
fifth.
about 6 minutes.
Say that again, Jay.
said if there was anything I would change about this, would be that 5th place for the guys I mentioned alongside him. Other than that, the top 4's locked in.
All right.
All right, Usman, fix the list as you see, please.
Right, I'm
Or
gonna
as
have to
it
be
pleases
quick
you.
because I've got to go in about 5-6 minutes. So first and foremost, listen, let's cut the bullshit. There's only one man, Cristiano Ronaldo, put him straight to the top. Jay, I respect you, bro. You look a bit like Marcus Rashford, so I'm not going to say nothing to you. I got love for you already. I don't know you personally, but you look like Rashford today. You're a legend. Listen, second, look, I didn't want to put 2 of the same players. Obviously, for the Arsenal fans, I'm going to say, why have you put one Henry over the other? I didn't want to put 2 of the same Henry, because I just thought.
Which one are you going for?
So for me personally, it's quite simply because I won the title. Has to be invincible. It's 30 goals, 10 assists. I understand the case for the 20 assists, 24 goals. Unbelievable season, but they went invincible. And as a Man United fan that wanted Arsenal to lose every single game I saw them, he was pissing me off because this guy would clutch every single game. Him and Perez, man, I love it. Just one draw, one loss, bro. One. Every time you look like they're gonna lose points or lose a game, Henry and Perez just weren't allowing it. Like they wouldn't allow it. Just one loss, bro. So Henry for me that season as a Man United fan pissed me off, but you've got to respect greatness, and Thierry Henry is greatness. So fair play to him.
Number 3.
100% number 2. Number 3, he's not actually on the list because you've disrespected him. There's a few people that are not on here that I don't understand why Van Nistelrooy's not on there for starters, but obviously that's a different debate. Dwight York's not on there either, but a bit of bias, yeah. It has to be, and I don't know if people are going to say I'm trying to be outside the box. It has to be Jamie Vardy for me. It has to be. Leicester City had no right to win that title, right? Hear me out. Everyone's going to disagree with me. I know they are. But Leicester City had absolutely no right to win that title. You mans have just been debating about influence and who's got bigger influence. You mans are talking about Luis Suarez, right? No one's had bigger influence than Jamie Vardy carrying Leicester to a title.
Yeah, shout for Kante.
Hold on.
Quick question though: Would Mahrez won the player of the year though?
Okay, Mahrez or Vardy, one of them has to be in there for number 3 for me. I don't know how they're not even on there.
That record of the consecutive goal.
I was just about to say he broke Van Nistelrooy's record as well, 11 goals on the bounce. Obviously broke against Manchester United as well. I think Mahrez or Vardy, I'll let the people in the comments decide. For me, one of them has to be number 3 because I just don't think it does any justice. That Leicester season, the greatest Premier League season in my history, my lifetime. Because there's no way they should win that. It's almost like Arsenal winning Champions League. They have no right to win it. One of them ones. Number 4. To be fair, again, this is a no-brainer for me as well. Let me just get up his stats. It has to be obviously, the racist man would only describe him by his physicality. But I'll talk about his ability to dribble and beat a man, his passing range, his shooting ability. Yaya Toure, without a doubt, number 4. I'm not talking about his physicality. Soon as you flipping prick, there's more to him than his ability to pass people. Technical ability. Yeah,
it's not the PMP, bro.
Yaya Toure, disrespected, man. I'm a Man United fan saying this as well. I hate City, but his technical ability in tight areas, his man was bullying players. Just everything about his game, not just his size or. No, the guy was the perfect player. We already spoke about a Sunderland goal. You spoke about a Crystal Palace goal. I forgot about that. Man ran from his own box, ran the full length of pitch, and thought, know what? I'm not even a finesse this. Man bulleted it into the top corner. No mercy. He has to be on the list. Number 5. This is hard one because his prick is racist, but I've got to put Suarez up there. I have to, innit? I hate the guy. And I love Drogba as well, so it's a bit tricky. I do love Drogba. Again, another player that's massively underappreciated.
I practically the same thing as you.
Yeah, that's what we kind of went very similar. But I'm going to have to go Suarez. 31 goals, 7 assists. And, we spoke about impact. Obviously, you have to win a title. For me personally, to be on this list, he's in it. He's kind of the sort of... normally, I know Yaya Toure only won a League Cup, but it's not his fault Gerrard slipped, to put it long story short. At the end of the day, if Gerrard didn't slip, and it's not his fault they dropped that 3-0 lead against Palace.
No. It is his fault with Cristiano Ronaldo because man missed chances, fam.
I know. Yeah, true. But you still don't expect them to concede 3 goals. Bro, I remember that game. I was sat with Liverpool fans watching that game, bro. I remember exactly where I was sat. I was sat at the library watching it with all the Liverpool fans. Obviously, they got 3-0 up, and obviously, I had to leave the library in that. But man was quickly back in there when it was 3-2, and then obviously 3-3. But listen, Suarez for me has to be in there. So obviously, to recap, Ronaldo, Henry, Mahrez or Vardy, I'll let people in the comments decide. Obviously, people can say I'm deluded, but it is what it is. Yaya Toure and Suarez to me. I'm locking it in.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I like the list, innit? The only reason why I didn't include Vardy, Mahrez, Kante, look, what they did was exceptional, innit? I just think there were guys who had, despite the fact that Leicester's thing was out of this world, I can't believe they won it. There were still guys with exceptional individual seasons. Vardy's Premier League season, that's not even his best statistical season.
Well, he's got 24 goals and 8 assists. I've got it here. Obviously, in fact, compared to the other lads, everyone's touching 30 practically. Terra as a midfield. So I did factor that in. The reason I put him in, and I'm sure if you ask most football fans, what is
the title? No, of course.
You've seen. To be fair, you're probably right. Mahrez is probably over Vardy, actually, now that you said it. So I let people in the comments decide which one they want to put in. But for me personally, you spoke about impact in detail, and obviously you spoke about Suarez and Salla in particular by his impact. The drop off with that certain man or half hour the drop off be. Well, Vardy and Mahrez alongside Kante, bro, they did their unthinkable, literally. For me personally, you can't get better than that league title.
Definitely. I hear it. Monster, just remind me of your list again. I know it was Ronaldo, the 2 Henrys, 1, 2.
Daniel, I've got to bounce. My show literally starts in 2 minutes.
No worries, bro. I'll
leave you with that, boys. I appreciate it.
Catch you in a bit, Usman.
We'll round it up. We'll round it up and trying to get a consensus. But yeah, your bottom 2, who was it? Was it Yaya Toure and Suarez and Salla? Yeah. So you didn't have Yaya Toure in it.
No, I didn't know.
Cool, perfect. All right, I've got everyone's top 5. So just to recap, KJ, you had Ronaldo, Yaya Toure, you had Invincible Henry, you had 24 and 20 Henry, and then you had Suarez. Monster, Salla. Monster, you had Ronaldo, Henry, Invincible Henry, then you had 24 and 20 Henry, then you had Suarez, and then Salla.
Yeah.
Quite identical to Bar Toure. And then obviously, Jay, you had Henry, 24-20, you had Suarez, you had Salla, you had Ronaldo, and then you had Yaya Toure.
Yep.
Cool. And then obviously Usman, he had Ronaldo, he has Henry, he has Vardy. Gonna throw that out there because Vardy's not gonna make the top 5. Then he had Toure, then he had Suarez. Cool. Obviously, the shining light number 1 is obviously Ronaldo. Jay, just your final thoughts. Why is even though Ronaldo is going to go number 1 due to the number of votes he had, why is Ronaldo not number 1 in terms of the most individually brilliant season in the Premier League?
Now, obviously, everyone in the top 5 is elite, like top tier. There's so many seasons you could have picked from. So top 5, if you're 5th, you're still top in my eyes. But Henry, obviously, I said that season, he's the best player to ever grace the Premier League, and that's the season that he peaked. So, only player to get 20 plus goals and assists. Like, you can't look past him. So, he's better than Ronaldo has ever been in the Premier League. And that's just facts.
That's fine.
I don't even agree with that.
No. But the thing is that it's not nonsensical. It's understandable. You can understand where it's coming from. It's the other two, bruv.
Luis Suarez done better numbers. Luis Suarez done better numbers than Ronaldo. Whilst missing games, bro. He still scored 31 and a less team as well.
I keep hearing you saying, but even you saying, how is he better? Like Ronaldo's Champions League and Premier League winning season, Henry, no season comes close to that. None.
Invincible, maybe.
It doesn't. Not only did Ronaldo do what he did individually, he took his team to a Premier League and the Champions League.
But he didn't carry them though. That's my point.
What do you mean he didn't carry them?
He played a big role, but he didn't carry them.
He was their best player.
For me, from the moment you said he was the best player in the world, you cannot put him underneath 2 players who weren't best player in the world at that time.
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
You say Henry was robbed. Ronaldo, there was not even a chance of robbing him. Not
Henry was comfortably robbed.
Like it's monster. To be fair, he was I think it was Nedved who won it that year.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why I said Henry's Invincible season is the only one you could argue was better. The rest of how you put in Mo Salah and Suarez above this guy, bro.
32 goals.
Oh no,
that's crazy, bro.
It's 2 sides of it. I mean, there's one side where Ballon d'Or, Premier League, Champions League, like you have the trophies with the bulky stats. I think it was the first time we've seen a player as well score like 40 in all comps as well. So Ronaldo had that stock weight there, but also Henry. I mean, look, 24 and 20. No one it's not
midfielders trying to get that record.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone who's tried to beat that record has been midfielders, and it's no coincidence. Till this day, it's only KDB who's matched it, not even gone past it, like matched it. That shows how hard it is. So it's just about seeing what side of the fence do you fall on. What do you think is harder? What do you think is more impressive to you?
Only monster here is saying that it's not debatable.
Fair enough.
The Henry Ronaldo, debatable. Again, the other 2, disgraceful. Disgraceful.
And the thing is, like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Ronaldo's being disrespected there, man. Like, even if you're just talking about players, obviously we know overall as players, like, Henry's not even close to Ronaldo's level. If we're being honest, it's not close. Sorry, overall as players,
Premier League over their career, of course, it's not even close. But we're talking about this is Premier League. This is Premier League.
Henry's the greatest player in the Premier League.
Ronaldo's clear because, like, I believe if you put Ronaldo in the Invincible season, Ronaldo will carry them. They're gonna do the Invincibles. They'll do it. Ronaldo's taking them. That Champions League, Henry couldn't get. Ronaldo, that final, Ronaldo's getting you that. He will get you past that Barcelona team. He will.
I mean,
That's how
listen,
good he is.
it's close. It's close. If you just say Premier League. But
Just
for me,
Premier League.
if you say just Premier League, it's a close debate. But you can't.
In just Premier League, KJ, who are you going for?
Ronaldo. Like before, and I'll admit, before I used to say Henry, but then I thought about it. It's not his fault he came into the Premier League at 17. You know what I mean? He can't help the age he came into. But the fact that he came at such a young age, and he wasn't bad when he first came in either. He was actually very good when he first came in. And to elevate himself in the hardest league in the world, to become the best player in the world, undisputed at that time, you can't deny it. You can't deny it.
Don't forget, KJ, the back-to-back Premier League winners.
2 peats as well. 3 peats. There's only 2 teams. There's only 2 teams that have done it in the Premier League history, and it's the same club.
And back-to-back Champions League finals too.
I mean, yeah, let's tie it there, innit? Obviously, it's been an interesting one. Yeah. Make sure you let us know who you think, what side of the fence you fall on, whether you think Henry is the greatest Premier League player or whether Ronaldo. If I'm to give my little 2 pence, it's only because I adore Henry, innit? Henry's Premier League, like watching him, and just obviously Ronaldo has it as well. And I think I even prefer Man United Ronaldo to Real Madrid Ronaldo. I like the bravado, the everything, the skills, everything. He became more of a goal machine at Real Madrid, innit? But I just think Henry, you know, when you just watch Henry, like he was just elegant with it, like it's
right.
Oh, wait, that yellow away kit with the black gloves, you knew it was done.
It was done.
Yeah, long sleeves. Listen,
right.
It was finished.
Is that enough? Is that enough? But anyway,
sorry, Daniel. Can we agree that number 1 is Ronaldo and then number 2 is Invincible Henry?
Number 1, based on the lists, number 1 is Ronaldo. Obviously, Jay doesn't agree, but based on the consensus, number 1 is Ronaldo. Number 2 again is Invincible Henry, unless anyone wants to change that.
Nope.
Consensus we can't. So Invincible Henry is second. Now third is where it gets interesting, isn't it? So we've got
Suarez has to be third. I'm sorry.
What? No, bro. No.
It has to be third.
No.
Who do you think has to be third, KJ?
You ask me, it has to be. You've got to be the best player in your team, and you've got to win something.
Who do you think it is, Monster?
What, third?
Yeah, third.
Wait, hold on. Let me come back to the.
All right.
Third, I would go with Henry.
For me, it's either Henry 24-20 or Yaya Toure. It's one of those 2.
Yeah.
Based on those 3 seasons, Jay, what player do you think had the most impressive season?
I mean, me personally, I didn't want to put Henry twice in it, but I put Henry then.
He's like, Arsenal man.
Cool.
I count that at 02-04. Like I just count it as that kind.
Let's make it interesting then. Let's take out that Henry and let's choose between Toure and Suarez. Did we say?
Yes, Toure, bro.
Toure.
It has to be Toure. The man won the league, and he was a driving force with them winning the league.
I can't argue with, because normally I would say if you're the best player on a league winning season, it beats any individual season that you don't win anything. It beats that. So I would go with.
Isn't that a bit unfair to Suarez though? Because it was
very
a terrible team.
His terrible team. Awful. Like it wasn't even medium. It was awful.
I think the next best player. I wouldn't even say Gerrard was the next best player. The next best player was probably maybe Sturridge. Sturridge had a good season.
Sturridge that season was mad.
And Sterling.
Yeah, it was alright.
I'm sorry. Like it has to be Yaya Toure.
Yaya Toure, yeah.
From a midfielder to do what he did and win the league and another cup.
To be honest, with this whole top 5, I'm not mad because, as I said, they're all elite and they're all right. So it's like,
I'm going to say this. Yaya Toure wouldn't have slipped.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then fourth, are we going with Suarez then?
He has to be fourth.
Yeah.
What KJ? What are you thinking?
I'm going to concede. I will concede.
You're going to concede, but who did you want to go fourth then?
Anyone but Suarez. I'm not having it. It was sick.
It took me long to get all the way down to Ghana. I'm not even Ghanaian, but I felt that.
Yeah,
you got Ghana, you got Chiellini.
You've got told me that if Suarez was to step foot outside of playing in Ghana.
It's on site.
He ain't.
I'm sorry,
He
bro.
ain't. He said he ain't gonna even. He ain't going back to Uruguay. That's it.
Hey, he can't come back and when he retires and be like he wants to do charity work in Ghana. They will send him packing.
Nah, you can't have a cannibal be number 4. I'm sorry, I can't have it.
All right, then. And then to close off our top 5 individual Premier League seasons, who are we going for? Is it
So
Salah?
are we completely eliminating that of Henry to make it fair?
Yeah. Just to make it.
Cool.
Yeah. So are we going Salah or Drogba?
Is it Salla?
Yeah, I think.
You know,
Yeah, no, he holds the record. He has to be in this.
it has to be in it. And what Jay said was right. Man came in as a flop, a 40 million question mark. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna do nothing with Liverpool. And as soon as he started scoring, it was over.
And I believe he didn't score in like his first 3 games or something like
Yeah,
that.
he didn't score for like a couple of games, and people were like, "See, we told you he's a flop," and then boom, man was
That
like,
Christmas period was nuts.
Yeah. I think the first game he scored, I think was it Watford that he's can't even remember, but something like that anyway. And then he just went off, and then like that's all she wrote.
And to be fair, that Champions League final, if he didn't get injured,
It could have been tight, you know.
could have been a different.
He carried them to that. I mean, their front three kind of carried it, but he was like
The main man.
Roma, the goals against City, Porto.
I mean, one thing I will say about Salah is probably, in my opinion, look, he's competing with Ronaldo in terms of best goal scorer and winger. I think that's like you can ask that debate because the goals that Salah scores from the wing.
I mean, I saw a debate going on another day. Give it 2 more seasons where he keeps up at this level where, let's say, more than 20 goals. Could be a contention for that right wing spot in the all-time Prem.
No, but you know why? You know why I say no? He doesn't play as a winger. He plays as an inside forward.
No, but you know they're not going to think of it like that.
But he's never touching it. Like Ronaldo was hogging the touchline while bagging goals. You know what I'm saying? Most
KJ, if they let's hypothetical though, let's say Liverpool win this year and maybe they win one more time, and Salah scores 20 goals in both years. So
surely,
are you saying he doesn't? And obviously Salah's not better. Of course, Salah's not better than Ronaldo, but in terms of Premier League team, so longevity has to play a part in it.
Yeah.
Would Salah go in above Ronaldo, or there's just nothing he can do to go above Ronaldo?
Sorry, no, bro, no.
Now the thing with Ronaldo, I rate him. Obviously, he's like one of the best of all time. But if we're talking about his Premier League years, his last 3 seasons were his only elite seasons where top of the top.
The man was a kid when he came. He can't help being. Oi, what kid do you know at 17 will be world class?
And I don't expect of him. I don't expect
exactly. So like you can't really say, oh yeah, but look at the longevity.
Are we building Ronaldo's
24?
Are we building Ronaldo's Premier League legacy on hypotheticals? Is that what you're saying?
What hypotheticals? The proof is there. When he hit prime, it was peak for everybody.
Ronaldo's done what he done. There is no hypotheticals.
Are his 3 seasons enough to discredit Salah's potentially 4 or 5?
Can I put something out there? Cool. Let's say when he left Ronaldo, obviously he was the best player in the world, everything. When he left Man United to go Real Madrid, let's just say hypothetically he massively flopped. Like, let's see he's going through what Hazard's going through right now. Would you still have the same energy? That's what.
Yes. You know why? Because for Man United, he was freaking amazing. You know what I'm saying?
World beater.
Like nothing's got nothing to do with Madrid. It's got nothing to do with Juve.
I feel like that's a big factor.
In the Prem,
I feel
what he evolved into, you can't deny the guy. You can't.
Dominated the Premier League.
Do you know what the thing is? I totally get what you man are saying, but I am leaning towards Jay, and you have to separate the Real Madrid Ronaldo from Premier League Ronaldo.
I am.
Wait, I am. We are. The guy won back-to-back Premier League titles. Won the
3 peats,
Champions League, broke records. Won the Ballon. One. I think he's the only.
Name me a Premier League player in the. How many Premier League players have won the Ballon d'Or?
I think just Michael Owen, Kevin Keegan. But that's before the Premier League era.
Just Premier League. It's Michael Owen and Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly.
And you know what stops Mo Salah?
Ronaldo's losing credibility these days, like. Henry should have won the Ballon d'Or. That's it, Michael Owens when obviously he didn't lead that year. But there was bad people there.
If Van Dijk won the Ballon d'Or, would he be in any of our top fives though?
Possibly. I said they should mention defenders. That's why I brought up John Terry. And obviously Usman brought up Petr Cech as a shout.
Jay brought up Petr Cech.
Jay brought up Petr Cech as a shout. Do you get what I mean? It's a shout.
And Terry as well.
But you got like Ronaldo won a double. A double's not been won since what 99, where it was obviously I'm talking about Premier League and Champions League double. It's not been done since 99 where they won the treble in it. It's not been done. Ronaldo he done it. He won back to back Premier League titles.
Repeat.
And then went to
only two teams to do it is the same club.
And went to back to back Champions League finals as well.
Hey, but Daniel put a good question though, because Van Dijk only lost it by what, like 6 points or something mad like that, the Ballon d'Or. It was extremely tight. If you won that Ballon d'Or, we're talking about if that's your point of view, Ronaldo.
Would we be saying he's better than Ferdinand and Terry?
No, you know why not?
Hey, Daniel, that's a very
listen. You know why no, yeah? It's because in the Prem, he's only got one Premier League title. Cristiano Ronaldo had 3 in a row. You can't like yeah, it's nice that he almost got a Ballon d'Or. And he got back to back Champions League.
Hypothetical again. So he's won the Champions League one season. Then next season won the Premier League. Let's say he goes and wins the next 2. I mean, I know this whole situation is very hypotheticals. If he
goes on a 3-peat, you can't even include this one because he's missed most of it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. No, he's missed better.
So I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. I heard that.
But then, this is you know what? I think Ronaldo will just always be in mind just based on what he did for the league, innit? But the thing about Salla is the reason why I just don't like Salla disrespect is because even in the season where he's missing a lot, he could easily get 20 Premier League goals again this year, like easily.
But no one's discrediting Mo Salah saying he's whack. We're just saying that
it's true.
Can you touch Ronaldo? And he might get to a point where he can touch like his sock. You know what I'm saying? the edge of his boot. He might get to touch that.
To me, I don't. When it comes to goals and assists and that, it's not just about scoring. It's about it's about the times in which you score as well, like the effect.
But Salah done that, and the thing is, with that 17-18 Salah, that was my most enjoyable Salah because right now he's good. And he's still doing his good dribbling and everything, but he's become more of a bit of a goal machine as time has gone on. That 17-18 season, he was not only just a goal machine, but he was doing mad dribbles. Like even like you look, I swear he won. All right, cool. It's debatable whether he should have won it, but
it wasn't even debatable. He shouldn't have won that. That goal was not the best goal of the year.
It was a mad goal. It was a mad goal. The one against Everton.
That goal, man.
It was a mad goal. It was a mad goal.
It's a good goal, boy. Goal of the year. Come on.
Sleep.
Hazard did the exact same thing in the Carabao Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he shouldn't have won it, but it was a mad goal. But he shouldn't have won it. But it's like he was doing those type of goals, bears. Like as I said, he done it against Watford. He was doing halfway goals against. What was it? I think that was Mane. No, it was him. He done it against Man City.
Yeah.
And then he was. That was the most enjoyable Salah season because he just had the whole package.
Yeah.
His center of gravity was nuts. I mean, it still is, but yeah.
No, I totally get you, man. But yeah, I think that's where we'll wrap it up in it. Our final top 5 consensus list from KJ, Monster, Jay, and Usman. We've obviously got 5th place Salla.
I'm not mad. Season. All of these guys were in my list.
We can't be. I think this is a quality list, man. All the same, I think it's a quality list. We got 4th, we got Suarez. 3rd, we got Yaya Toure. 2nd, we've got Henry. And to clarify, that's Invincible Henry. I'm surprised though. I'd actually go with the. Do you know what? This is not supposed to be my opinions. Anyway, Invincible Henry.
Speak your mind, bro. Speak your mind.
Yeah, we haven't got much of your opinions today.
Yeah, speak it, bro.
Another time. Invincible Henry 2nd, and then we've got Cristiano Ronaldo number 1, the best individual season in the Premier League. And that's where we will leave Viewpoint today. I want to thank all my guests for coming on. I really appreciate you, man, for coming on. sharing your opinions. We're definitely going to be recycling the guests again. So you man are going to be back on for another show of Viewpoint, and it's going to be another question. It's going to be an interesting one. I've seen the debates today. It's been interesting, man. I mean, there was something Monster said. That's going to be the clickbait of the show, definitely, man. But I can't even remember, but I'm gonna find it. You know, I'm gonna find it.
It was a good debate. Good debate.
It was good debates, man. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming on once again. But it's your boy Daniel, Eyes on the Ball TV. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff for us. Hit the bell so you never miss a video, and make sure you follow us on Instagram at Eyes on the Ball TV _ and on Twitter at the same @. Appreciate it. We out.